Alright guys, so here we go. I'm gonna make a quick intro because I'm just testing some stuff right now and pretty straightforward. I'm working on this small system based on a systemic approach instead of a blunt shape approach. The system should be 100%. Let me close my audio here before I go nuts. So basically, the what we're working on is a mouth system, right? So let's jump right away into our model. So we have the head of Joaquin Phoenix here as the Joker, or better yet, we have him as Arthur, not as the Joker, although it could be easily alterated on the texture side. This model was created by Chin Kai Yang, big friend, provided the mesh and the textures. You can find him on ArtStation. And again, this is just a test today. I need to have a proof of concept of what it's been done, and basically what we have right now is this movement. So if you guys have any questions, please drop it on the comment section. I'll do my best to answer while I'm working, but really the objective here today is to test this system. So now we have most of the muscle system in place. We can see the muscles working together to create this movement, and now it's gonna be very sketchy. Like I've been creating the system in order to just check if the concept that I had in my mind was useful, if the systems were gonna combine in a proper way. And right now this is what I have. So for the scene in the future, not today likely, because today I just gonna do a few more, I'll check if it can reach a few more phoneme, maybe a sort of a phoneme, like a B, like a B, B or P. And then I'm closing up for today. So this should be a quick session because I have to present this as a, trying to get this idea true. Basically that's gonna be it. So yeah, once again, if you have any questions, please let me know, and let's check out if I can find the scene here. So let me close down the audio from the music here right now, just a second, and I will increase the volume of my desktop here. So this is the scene that I'm targeting in the future. I'm considering, it's a big scene, so I recommend you to search and look after if you didn't watch the movie. Likely you have already watched the movie. So it's the scene right now is the Joker kills Murray scene, and after all his dialogue on the beginning, like there's a joke. It might be that I attack this other part here, like this part of the joke here.
It's the police, ma'am.
So I just want to have,
He's dead.
I just want to try to make all these movements here
Who's there?
on the rig, and to make sure that this is that this is a useful system, a systemic approach. Blunt shapes, you can probably get it, but on the systemic approach, as always, at least for me, it's been quite hard. So this scene here is the one that I'm kind of targeting, because it's very soft and there's not much of a very low profile, and you can see that he has a bunch of visemes. I'll shut up and let you listen.
Inviting me on the show. You just wanted to make fun of me. You're just like the rest of them.
Yeah, so that'll be it. That'll be the so
Tell you this not
basically
everyone's over.
not today I'm basically targeting this
Me?
the
I'm
next
off.
test I'm gonna do is
Oh,
this
yeah? How am
P.
I off?
So right now,
Playing my video.
so playing my video, so p or p, playing. This is what I'm looking for at this moment. So with that, let's just turn back on the music, and I'll continue to do this test. I mean, sorry if I exploded your ears. I will just get back here into Maya, and as I said, I'm not an animator. I am basically I'm a rigger, and this is a very rough system at this moment. I'm slapping things together to try to get a result and evaluate if the idea that I have in my mind is going to work, right? So we have a bunch of stuff going on different than the last session, and I'm speaking a low volume here because of the whole family is here with me and everybody's sleeping, so I'm the only one here talking loud in the middle of the night. So yeah, we should be able to adjust whatever. It's a very flexible system. Stuff that I would like to be different, that I would likely be approaching later on a second version. But see the lip roll, so you can see that everything is like I'm actually adding animation into clusters and stuff like that, so it's very sketchy right now. This is the kind of stuff that we're getting here, and this all works together. This one it's not gonna work because the that and push it up or down, let the lip roll, you know. Yeah, so this is the idea on the so as I said, it's very sketchy. If you're a professional animator, you're gonna cry with these controllers. It's bizarre at this moment. Don't judge me for that. It's just like as I said, a sketch for the system. If the system works, I'll proceed into scripting this system and getting it into the point where we can build this automatically. That being said, I'll get going. I hope this was clear enough. If it's not, please let me know, drop me a comment or anything like that. I'll be trying to catch up with whatever someone says. All right, so here we go. I will be coming back and forth into the scene and take off the volume for now. I think I am expecting too much out of my PC here. You're awful, Murray. That's bringing me in this show. I'll try to see. All right, so we have it closed right now. I'm gonna check where the last keyframe is. So you can see that there's some flickering on the cheeks, but basically there's a lot of different systems working together here. And you can see that we can keep the volume on the jaw here. I'm adding keyframes on attributes and stuff like that. So as I said, it's pretty sketchy at this moment. Let me see if we can get rid of this shakiness on the camera. Get it. Keep it here. Around it. Be able to do that. So I think there's like a slight movement of, yeah, the jaw opens slightly. Then there's the pupil activating. Yeah, let's try. So we also have so you can see that it crashes at some point here. Let's see, this one I think has a little more tolerance. Yeah. So this one is what we're having for the cheek blows. It's going to be more refined in the future. As I said, this is just a proof of concept, you know. But I know that if I can solve some of the problems that we are facing right now, we can probably get some pretty interesting results in the future. That thing, man. Okay, we're gonna start. So we do this, going down, and then on the 40, we're gonna add again on the 50. Open jaw slightly. So I gotta start with the mouth shut. So again, if you're passing by and not aware of what's going on, I am doing an animation test for yeah, so I'm trying to achieve sort of a P or a B here right now. So I'd say then that So as you can see, again, I'd like to make this very clear. See that there's a lot of stuff crashing here. This is a test system that I'm developing in order to try to figure out how to replicate the movements from the mouth. This is what you have going on at the moment. You can see that all the muscles are represented on the face. Starting to get some better results, but still there's a long way to go. And I'm using the scene as reference, so I just want to so you can see that it starts to inflate more or less at the same time as the jaw goes out. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I am animating clusters at this moment, so you know. Yeah, so this is kind of what I'm searching for. But I think it might be a little too fast. It's fine. All I need to know is like what is going wrong and like what are the limitations from the system, and yeah, so I'm gonna be doing some all kinds of stupid tests here with my own lips. So I would assume then that this is a little, be starting a little before. before the, I'd say that there is a preparation. And so to all of my animator colleagues, please, and thank you for your patience. I'm really just trying stuff here, you know, testing the system out, so that hopefully we can have something. Have I just play blasted it right now? My god, I didn't even ask for it. Okay. Well, thank you anyways. Guess now I know. Oh no. I don't know how I feel that how you guys feel about it, but I'm even gonna save it. Yeah, so as I said, it should be like a quick session today. I'm gonna probably work in 26 minutes. It shouldn't be more than 1 hour or something. Yeah, so I think this kind of starts to Hey, John Lawrence. Yes, it is Maya. Maya, exactly. If you're watching it on ZBrush community, well, by the way, guys, thank you for, you know, giving some attention to this, even though it's not necessarily ZBrush. But trust me, this project came all the way from ZBrush, and it's now getting into this point. So yeah, I guess everything's connected in a way. And Yeah, so this is something that I considered like quite complicated movement before, and right now it's coming along really, really well, I guess. Or I don't want to make a judgment of value here, and of course, but it's kind of conveying what we need here. It could easily be a P or a B here, like a bast. Or this could be like both the system and except for this flicker here. I would have to figure out where is it happening on the system, but anyways. Yeah, it is kind of subtle, but that's what it is. Like to also add a little bit of tilt forward. Yeah, so it's like a little bit more of anger. All right, so what else I'm gonna try here? I try to play Blasted again. I want to see it. Yeah, I don't know. Like we actually might have something here. So yeah, guys, if you this project is gonna be an ongoing thing. There's like as you can see, this is a very rough sketch here. Well, I'm gonna be posting it on the ZBrush community, on the 10,000 hours community as well. And if you don't want to subscribe or anything like that, it's fine. If you do subscribe, sometimes I'm working on stuff that is not like maybe it's not you know, either coding or something like that, and for that reason it might not be interesting to publish. So if you're into this kind of stuff, like more on the development of the project, this is going to be going for a while. But anyways, I appreciate the patience from all those communities, and you know, thank you guys for participating when it happens, you know. All right, so let me see if I can catch something else here that is. Yeah, there's a lot of like. On this rolling here, I could add like you know, something like this. From the 60 to the 65. Again, this is all muscle based, and everything that is happening here is like shorten this travel. Let me try to get something a little bit more natural. Even drop this a little bit. There's a new muscle now. Be interesting as well. So again, this is a system that I'm developing. I'm trying to replicate the movements of the mouth in an anatomically correct way. Yeah, so right now I'm just trying to make it look as natural as possible. If any questions come along, I'll try to answer it. This is where I'll actually answer John here. Yeah, so just by adding a bunch of different muscles and trying to get it like natural possible. It's funny because it's like the first time I'm seeing this as well. So like I'm actually testing this for the first time, and yeah, it feels weird to me. Have this kind of so if we get this like this poles here with the natural poles, and we move both of these controllers together, you can see this kind of yeah. Oh man, it's been such a journey so far. It's so freaking relief to see this, you know, having something to. Okay, so on that side we have ration station. Check it again. So here's completely relaxed. So I will add pull back. Let's see what happens. Oh my god. It's a little bit. Just wanted to make it look as... Hello Deepak, welcome in. Today we're testing stuff, Deepak. Today we're just evaluating if if we are in a good path, or at least if it's path worth pursuing. Get another song here because we're dry right now. One is good. Welcome in, and good morning or afternoon or night, whatever the time you're waking up. So Deepak is saying hello, saying that he just woke up. Oh man, I'm getting really happy. Well, no, I don't want to say stuff like this because that's stupid, but I'm just relieved that after all this time trying to get this across, finally something's kind of working now. I haven't been watching the stream. I don't even know how much time I've been working on this. It's not like a gigantic amount of time, but on the times that we are right now, it's been okay. A lot of stuff happened this week. A lot of crazy stuff came with this COVID thing. So it feels kind of but this quality, it's hateful. Let's try a better one. What can we do here? (180 by 121). Zoom into it. I forgot the crazy here. Harder to say. Still very low quality. Anyways, to see this in this quality, I can just run it on the browser. Doesn't matter. Hello, Leon. So Leon is asking if this facial rig is for real time. Sorry. If it's for a real time game engine, and considering that it has no blunt shapes, it's like fully joint based. Although it's like has a gigantic tree of different systems. It could be applied for gaming. I would assume. I think so. I think it could be applied to gaming. Yeah. But yeah, I think I'm getting into a point where I kind of got what I needed to see. It's very subtle, like it's not for big broad movement. We could try to get one. So we got the rage, like a bit of rage. Of happiness here. Testing side to side. Simple mouth open, mouth stuck. And this is like a attempt of a phoneme of sorts. But yeah, this should be a see if the Joker gives me some idea here. Yeah, I think something like this means. This one might be interesting. Hey, Brav FG asking if, well, I read the comments. So really cool. How many blunt shapes does the rig have, or is it all bones? Yeah, it's all bones, no blunt shapes, man. That's a systemic approach, and trying to achieve it only with joints and systems. It's I can say it's joint. Like joints are definitely driving the mesh, but they are not in the traditional way, like joint by joint. We are not controlling any joint directly here. We're controlling like a system that it's controlling a bunch of different systems. I have other videos on the channel if you want to check it out on my page, my Facebook page. You can check it out, the development so far and how it has been done. There's some stuff that I will have to make a breakdown afterwards, but you can see a lot on the page already. Yeah, I hope it kind of answers. So it's no blunt shapes at all. There's nothing sculpted here. Although I have done this approach, and I appreciate the way, or blend shapes way. But this one, I'm trying to do it like on a systemic approach, or implementation in pipeline or something like that. But do something quick, independent of sculpting. I want here. Nice, thank you for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. Give a little more room here. So it doesn't open that much. Quite a bit of the teeth, bottom part. So again, this is just a test for you can see how it does make a difference to offset stuff, right? Yeah, pulling a lot of strength here, and I think that there's also some bit on the nose here, probably on the batter. Fatter Nazi here. So again, as I said, this is like a test system. I still has a lot to evolve, like trying to get it. Yeah, so you can feel the tension a lot more here, and that's actually fine. Yeah, so the kind of stuff that we miss here, so Deepak is asking, hey Thiago, do you use scope deformers to get the effect where when the eyelids are closed, you can see the eyeballs movement under the eyelids? Yes, I've done it before with this technique. I think it's a good way of doing it for sure. It's a straightforward way of doing it. I don't know if I would do this on this character. Because I'm trying to have it in a way that we can try to automate it later on. Maybe it would be easier to use it in another way, but I'm not sure yet. But it's certainly a good way. Another problem as well is that you end up deforming the mesh with the scope deformer. Like when you use a scope deformer here, you will have to like push the mesh a little bit forward in order to see the effect, you know what I mean? And but yeah, you know, I'm just saying something that came to my mind, but it's definitely a good way of doing it. So let me save here. But yeah, you can see that stuff like this here we might be able to do, but it's likely the kind of stuff that will come with the blend shapes, and we'll have this like correctives to add volume into this part of the rig. Okay, let's see if we can find something else. In the beginning, he's telling the joke and has like a pretty good, have a pretty good look on the mouth. But then he does. There's a lot of poker always. You know, I think that there's so little extremity, like, not many times where he goes really extreme in the expressions, or like catching the corner of the lip. Yeah, there's a lot to improve for sure. Watch it in movement, see what happens. Yeah, I think I'll just push this a little bit forward. Try to make it look a little more natural. Yeah, I can see that. Hey Deepak, I just hope I answered your question, man.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Yeah, let's see. So yeah, guys, I'm getting close to ending it for today. I'm just checking out the.
Hello.
I can stretch out this one for a little bit further. This. Now I can see the rage. Yes. I can kind of feel the elasticity. Oh man, without so Deepak is asking, so how does it usually how it is usually done without the scope deformers? Uh, you know, I'd say yeah, go with the scope deformer. Like, I would say that even in production, I've seen recently scoop deformers being used. So like on the studio that I work right now. So I don't think it's a bad thing. No. I think you're gonna do good with the scope deformer. Like without scope deformer, let me think about it. I think that what I meant is I don't know if I would use the scope deformer directly on the mesh. I would use it on a parallel system or something like that. That then would. But anyways, doesn't I don't want to complicate your life. I would say scope deformers. Go for it. Kind of trying to solve this problem here as well. And yeah, how's the repercussion? Well, I guess this is a pretty long question, but I like your. So Deepak has a pretty good demo of Ziva with his recent project that has been published. Deepak, if you wanna drop the link again, man, please feel free. Just drop it on the comments. Also, if you cannot drop it on the comments on YouTube, just go to Facebook. Get your. Always keep your link on the description. That's a really nice project in Ziva. Okay, babe. Hold on. Okay, so I just woke the baby. I'll have to stop for a bit. All right, guys. So watching. Just woke my little baby. It's 2 in the morning right now, so I guess it's a good call to just end up the live right here. So this is the progress we had so far. Like, I'm trying to have this mouth system tested, and if it's good enough, I'll move on into scripting and automating the system so that we can then, so as you can see, I'm not an animator, so I'm doing this very manual stuff, and also the system is not proper yet, so what happens then if I add and this is senseless. What I just did is like useless, but anyways, I do have to go, so I'm just clearing this out and I'm check this. So let's check the whole thing one more time. Thank you, Deepak, for showing your work, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, man, that's it. Good for today, for sure. Yeah. Okay. All right. Good enough for now. Okay, guys, so this is it for now. Thanks for going through this with me if you've been here. This is the animation test for the mouth system. I'm then moving on to probably animating something a little more meaningful. I'm not sure what's going to be the order. Maybe I'm gonna begin to move towards like organizing these controllers and this kind of stuff so that we don't lose animation along the way. But that's it. That's the task for today. Thanks for 10,000 hours group. Thanks for the ZBrush Pixologic Tip ZBrush group. It was I'm living this day feeling a little better. A good one, guys. Stay safe, and that's it. Bye bye.